-1. Now, this is really cool. Basically, Godzilla -1, we all know, right? It's a fantastic movie, right? Literally one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. No exaggeration. And I saw Oppenheimer. This is better, right? Okay, so basically, I'm pulling this out because this is not the DVD collection thing from America. No, this is from Japan, right? So this is actually from Japan. This is literally the art book, all this. That's a really cool poster right there. All this. This was straight from Nihongo. And I personally love this. This is one of my most prized collections, or prized pieces of media. Even came with the plans. Seriously, like, literally some of the coolest stuff I own here. This collector's DVD set from Japan, right? This is from Japan. What an awesome little collection. I've kept everything there. Oh no, it's creased. Oh no. Basically, though, like, awesome. This is so cool. Really is. Oh, look, it's Chibi Godzilla. And all these discs are, none of them have subtitles. There's no English. This is all Japanese, and I think that's so cool just to have it. I don't know why I didn't get it from America, but I didn't want to wait. So we got the Japanese version, me and my dad. We imported it. We have a guy who lives... So the way we did it was there was... my dad has a work friend who... His wife lives in Japan. And we basically just said, hey, we'll pay you if you buy the film and... sent, like, you know, ship it over to us. And that's what we did. And now we have it. And it's one of my most prized collection pieces. I love it so much. It's such a cool piece. And I really, really love it. Anyways, remember when we were talking about a toy? Yeah, we're back with this guy. Yes, he's back. The guy I said was one of my least favorite figures of last year is now back. And I actually like him now. Kind of, we're getting to it. Basically, this figure, the SH MonsterArts Godzilla -1, is a good figure that has a lot of flaws. We'll get into it. But first, I want to talk about the positives. I've been very negative recently, especially with a certain evolved Godzilla, right? I still like that figure. Let's get that straight. But objectively, it's a 5 out of 10. If it didn't cost $140, it would definitely be like a 7 or an 8, okay? But it is $140, so I have to put that into account. Okay, guys, listen. Rant aside, this figure is really cool because once you fix these, this figure just becomes so much more tolerable, right? If you didn't know, these dorsal plates right here at the top of the head used to be able to move. I glued those down, and now the figure is good. I know I've heard people, theirs are not actually that loose. But for me, oh my God, it was a literally unworkable nightmare. Every time I'd pick them up, mess with the head, mess with the body, these things would fall off, and it was genuinely annoying. I tried to put them back in, and they just don't. It became too much of a hassle. I said, I'm gluing them in, and now he's fun. And now I love this figure. I do actually love this figure. We're getting into it. So, my copy does have a chipped dorsal plate. Womp womp. I don't really care that much. That I can live with, right? Like, okay. But the positives with this thing, man, the sculpt and the paint is pretty damn solid. So, for the most part, the sculpt is pretty much on point, except for the head and the hands. The hands, they're just not that great looking. I feel like they're a little too, like, fisted. They should be a little more splayed, maybe. You know what I mean, right? But the head, I think the reason it's so jank is because what they were trying to do here was give it a kind of feature. If you could see here, right, the little fleshy bits on the side actually move. You guys see that? I hope you could see that, right? You see how that moves. So, I think that's one of the reasons why everything here is kind of jank. The eyes are pretty screwed. You can see. That's kind of common knowledge with this guy, is that the eyes are just kind of screwed. Okay, there we go. There we go. I figured it out, guys. I know how to operate my camera. Mine aren't too bad, but you can kind of see, like, yeah, he ain't the prettiest face in the business. Oh my god, that looks so bad. But hey, you know, he's still a good figure, I promise. I promise he's a good figure. One of the coolest things with this figure is the toe articulation. This is something the Super 7 one does not have. This one has that over that. This is so cool. Like getting, it allows you to just open up creativity with posing. And I love the toe articulation. Enough to looking at his feet. One thing I'm not a huge fan on is I said this in my Godzilla Evolved review, is the dry brushing. It kind of sucks because it's throughout most of the body. You can see it. But it's just not here at all on the tail. It's not on each segment of the tail. It's on the top, but it's not on the segments. And then it's also not here on the feet. It's not here on this little segment right here. It's just in certain areas, which is kind of weird. It's like, I mean, why, you know? Why isn't it just everywhere? It kind of should be for $140, right? Plus shipping. People, you have to pay for shipping, okay? It's even more expensive with shipping, right? Okay, cool. Gotcha. Nice. Another problem mine has is this wrist. Oh, she's not falling off? Okay, okay. You know what? I'll give you it. There we go. Hey, I'll give him that. The wrist, okay, it's not that big of a problem. I'll give him that. But other than that, I mean, yeah, this figure is just good. It really is. I don't remember exactly what I talked about in my original review. I think I was a little harsher than I should have been. And I paid $200 for him, so, like, But for me, this was the big problem that just frustrated the hell out of me. And I could not... Those dorsal plates, man, ruined this figure for me. But now that they're locked in and they won't ruin my life, this figure is so fun to play with, okay? This is some of the most touchy I have ever wanted to be with a figure. I know that sounds weird. The tail is so nice. Dang it! Just as I done sing your praises. Why you gotta do that? Bandai! Yeah, why? No, okay, that's another video for another day. Get in there. But man, this figure is very good. The joints are solid. Everything feels good except for this wrist. But hey, yet again, right? Okay, you to live. But man, this figure is just good. And I wanted to make this video as kind of an amendment to the original review on this guy. Taking a look back at him again, he is pretty good. I will say, he is definitely a lot better than I made him out to be. He is good. Do I recommend buying him? Yes. But if your copy is screwed with the dorsal plates, glue them down. If it's screwed. If it's not, then don't. But man, I literally almost lost these things like twice, and I was like, hell no, I paid $200 for this thing, so I glued those fuckers in, right? Cool. Sorry for swearing. I didn't mean to. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Painting and sculpting's great. The dorsal plates are cool, I guess. Yeah. Those dorsal plates suck. But other than that, it's a good figure. Yeah. This is the video for the day. I'm trying to do daily content, so like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!